Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Today I have an orthodontist appointment at 11:15. It's 11:03, so I'm about to drive over there. Today is December 14th, so that's what, like 16 months into my braces journey. So we're gonna go get these checked out. I had a blue power chain before. That thing looks green, as you can see. Like green. It was like a turquoise. It turned green like within a week. So if I get another one on, I'm gonna do purple, but let's go. Also, I know it looks like I curled one side of my hair and the other one I didn't, but it's actually raining. Like I said, I went out for lunch, so like I guess this side got more wet because this side looks like curlier, but just want to put that out there. I did not curl my hair and forget one side. It was raining. And that's why this side looks curled and this one looks more straight. All right, continue with the video. Alrighty, everyone. So I am back from my appointment. I'm actually back from eating lunch. Went to my appointment and then I went for lunch and now I'm filming this. But what are the updates? Let's see, updates. So I got the different power chain. Remember I said I'd go with purple and I did. It's more of like an eggplant purple, like a plum. It's not really purple. I mean, I guess now that it's stretched out a little bit more, like it looks a little lighter, but it's more like of a plum. With the last one, like I'm like, blue, it's gonna make my teeth look whiter. Like it looked green within a week and I don't like the color green. So yes, I got the power chain at the top and at the bottom. So last time I went, I only had it at the top. This time around they put it at the top and the bottom. They adjusted my top wire, so they didn't change it, they just adjusted it. So the reason why the ortho adjusted it was because and some of you guys have asked me about like my dental work in the past. I can make a video about that, but I go because long story short, my parents never took me to the dentist for like 10 years. And then I became a grown-up. I was like 19 and I'm like, I should probably go get a checkup. And then bam, I have like 16 cavities, like just full transparency. So that's why I have a lot of like work on my teeth, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately I got it on time. I guess it could have been worse, but like it's still pretty bad that I went that long. Now I go every 6 months, not just because I have braces. Like that's just the routine now. Anyways, so I mentioned that because I had a cavity right here in between my front two teeth, and because of that I have a filling right here. I had like a little filling. You can't really tell unless you're like up close, I guess, but you can kind of tell. Also with the brackets kind of covering it, but even without the brackets you couldn't really tell. The ortho said that she was gonna adjust the top wire because it seemed like, oh, you can kind of see it right here, right? Like it's like almost like a little bump, if you will, on my tooth right here. She said that seemed to be popping up a little too much, obviously because my teeth are shifting. So she said she was gonna adjust the wire so that the filling wouldn't look like it's popped out as much. Don't know what that means. I don't know if she's trying to push the tooth back or the tooth forward, but the reasoning behind why she wanted to adjust the wire was so that the filling wouldn't be so popped out. Because look, you can see right here, right there. So I guess that was sweet of her, because like I didn't really consider that an issue, just because like I've had it there for like 5 years now, or 4 years. So you kind of get used to it. And again, it's not something you can really see, but like I can see it. I don't think other people can, but I could be wrong. And so yeah, same wire, she just adjusted. And I was trying to see like if she was gonna create like any dents within the wire, but I don't see that. So I'm not sure what the adjustment was. It's just an adjustment. Then at the bottom, I did get a different wire, and I got a steel wire. If you remember from my last update, I said that at the top, it was the first time I got a steel wire. And now this time, the bottom is steel as well, which I'm a little about. So I didn't update you guys last visit, like the week after my last visit, was probably the most painful. Let me say painful because, like, again, I don't consider this very painful, but it was the most discomforting, I think, since my initial bonding. And I want to say it's due to the steel wire. Again, I don't know. That's my assumption. You can look at my last video. Kind of did some ed videos on like what the nickel wire is versus the steel. And the steel wire is typically used towards the end of your journey because it's like to really align the teeth or something like that. It's like a much stronger wire. Point is, my teeth were pretty sore for a while, and I would say that was probably like the most discomfort or pain I have felt since the initial bonding, maybe even more than the initial, I'm not sure, but it was, yeah. And so now this month I got it at the bottom, so I am very much expecting to have discomfort at the bottom. My rubber bands, I don't have them on because I just got back from eating lunch, but the rubber bands are the same. They're the green ones, the class 2 elastics. I think they're the medium strength. And they told me to keep wearing them as I have, which is in the triangle form. So 16 months with braces. My my expected time is 18 to 24 months. I don't think it's going to be 18. I do think it's going to be the 24, which I'm not mad at because the more the merrier for me. Personally, I'm not in any rush. So considering that, right, if I'm at 16 now, that means that the next one I'm gonna be at 19 because my next appointment's in February. So maybe then they'll do IPR, considering that like I'll have like, 5 months in between then to, until they come off approximately. So I'm thinking that maybe at the next one they'll do the IPR. I'm not sure, we'll see. And like, I guess I can just kind of, what I was referring to before, like people have asked me about my dental work. When I was younger, I would go to like the dentist, but like I think when I was like more like elementary level, and then like I just didn't go to the dentist. I'm not even exaggerating, like at the very minimum like 10 years or somewhere around that time. And then I had a toothache, went over, they're like, yeah, your tooth kind of broke and you're gonna need a root canal. Then, of course, they did the whole x-ray and everything. And yeah, I had like, I want to say like 16 or 14 cavities, which like I know is ridiculous. But like, I'm also not surprised. I didn't go to the freaking dentist for like 10 years, And so again, it's not like, it has to do more with like the way my parents were raised, and like doctor visits weren't a thing, right? Like you only go when you're like in really bad pain. Like you could be sick, you don't go to the doctor. Like you can have a pain and you don't go. Like you only go like in an emergency, because that's just the way things were when they were growing up. Resources weren't really there, money wasn't really there. And so when they with me, like, yeah, the dentist is literally down the street, but it was just like falta de costumbre. Like, I don't know, they just wouldn't really do those things, unfortunately. But fortunately, like I said, once that happened, I went, got all my teeth work done. And since then, I don't think I've had cavities because I make sure to go every 6 months. So I have a different dentist now, because before I was on Medi-Cal, which is why I have the silver fillings. And then when I started my teaching job, obviously I got different insurance and benefits. So that's basically why I have a lot of work on my teeth, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, right? It's a privilege to be able to fix your teeth. But that's why there's so many. And I do have 2 crowns. One is a root canal, the one that I said that I initially went to the dentist for. Like, and since then I've been going every 6 months. And then I have another crown up here. And that one was placed by my new dentist because when I went in, I had like a really big filling there, and he's like, the filling is broken. Now I can go in there and fill it up again, but because the filling is so large, it's very likely that in a year or 2 or 3, it's gonna break again and you're gonna have to do it again. So he's like, because the filling is so large, I do recommend that you just get a crown and then you don't gotta deal with it anymore, right? So of course that cost a little pretty penny, like $500 just for the crown, just for the crown. That was right before I got my braces. I got that. And yeah, that's basically, that's what I have. So 2 crowns and like a bunch of fillings. But yeah, that is the update for this month. And then that's kind of my dental work update. I know some people were asking. Again, my next appointment is February 22nd. So that's like like it's actually like 10 weeks from now. The appointments are anywhere from 8 to 12. So until then, I'll have an update. And let me show you my teeth as they are now. And my lips are a little chapped. That's why they look like, ugh. And again, I always do the side view because that's the biggest thing for me. The overjet, the overjet, the overjet. So I always do the side. So again, those are my teeth. And I will see you all in 10-ish weeks when I have my next appointment. If you would like, follow me on Instagram. I leave my information usually in the description box. Carly Vet __. And yeah, if you got any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. And happy holidays to everyone. And I'll see you next year. Bye.